fam, it's Anthony, and this is episode 4 of Ask Anthony. Before we jump into the show, I just want to do a quick update. I've been gone for an entire week. I went on a little vacation with my family, but now I'm back, ready to jump back into this hustle, ready to get back into this grind. Much needed mental rest, so it was very good. Very fun vacation, just hanging with the family. So with that little update, let's jump right into the show and answer some questions. Let's go. Can we still get some benefits of fasting if we have breakfast and dinner but skip lunch? So if I think I know what you're talking about intermittent fasting, and you can label your meals whatever you want to call them: lunch, brunch, dinner, breakfast, snacks, whatever. With intermittent fasting, it's a time interval. So you set your eating window here, you go to a certain time, and then you have your fasting window clear until you come back around to your eating window. So let's say you have breakfast, that immediately starts your eating window. Now, if your lunch falls within that and you don't want to eat lunch, then it might stop before you get to dinner, and then you can't eat dinner if you follow the intermittent fasting time interval. So essentially, what you need to do is just eat everything in your eating window, and then you'll be good, because you can't necessarily just start, stop in that short of a time period, you know what I mean? Because I'm assuming you mean breakfast, so let's say early morning, 7, 8, and then you want to skip lunch. You would essentially have to stop, and then you will still want dinner, which is probably a little bit later, and you would have to start again, and that would mess up the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? So, no. What would be a good full body workout with free weights for a beginner to the gym who plays tennis? So a good full body workout, regardless if you play tennis, for a beginner would be, I'll just make it up on the spot right here, so let's go. I put squats, definitely, pull-ups. So you got squats, pull-ups. I would do incline dumbbell bench press, and I would put lunges, and then I would throw in some triceps and biceps. So a tricep push down movement and a bicep curl. That gives you 4 compound exercises and a couple isolation exercises. And then what I'd do is I'd do 4 sets on each of those and go for 8 to 10 reps. And that's a full body workout. That's gonna hit every single muscle in your body if that's what you wanna do. What is the best incline level speed and duration on the treadmill for fat loss? The best incline speed and duration is whatever you can handle. So doing cardio on a treadmill is just helping your caloric deficit, which is the real cause of fat loss. So if you don't know what a caloric deficit is, I have a video on that. Go check that out so you understand what I'm talking about. But as hard as you can go on the treadmill is as hard as you want, is what you want to do for fat loss, because you want to burn the calories, I'm assuming, as fast as possible in the shortest amount of time. So if you do HIIT cardio, for instance, that's a lot quicker than steady state cardio if you can handle it. If you can't handle it, you just got to do what you can handle. What are the best times to eat protein? The best times to eat protein is anytime. So essentially is when you wake up to when you go to bed. That is the best time to eat protein. You don't need to time your protein, you know what I mean? If you're going off a set go, let's say 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, you just need to hit that within the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. Your body is a very magnificent tool. It understands what to utilize and when to utilize it, as long as you give it its nutrients. You don't need to time things out. That's just getting way too technical, you know what I'm saying? So don't worry about timing, just worry about hitting your macros. What are the biggest struggles for weight loss, eating healthy, and maintaining weight? The biggest struggle that I see, and I see this a lot with people, is the mental struggle. They get excited to get started, but then they don't understand. Once they get into it, they're like, holy crap, this is going to take a lot more work than I thought it would be. I thought I had to do this and I would get this. And things just aren't as black and white as they seem. And is one of my favorite sayings, because it does. It takes a lot of discipline, takes a lot of hard work, and you have to be consistent day in, day out for months on end to achieve what you want to achieve. And a lot of people can't get over the mental struggle of that. They can't understand why it would take so much time, but it just goes to show that the people that deserve it get it because they put in the time, they put in the effort, you know what I'm saying? So the mental struggle is definitely the biggest problem with that struggle. What are some HIIT exercises I can do on a steep hill? So some HIIT exercise you can do on a steep hill would be hill sprints. So you have your hill, whatever incline it is, but essentially what you would do is you would sprint up the hill as fast as you can, and then you would slowly jog back down the hill. And then you would sprint up immediately right when you got to the bottom, back up the hill, and then slowly jog back down, sprint up, slowly jog back down. And you would do that as many times as you could until you just can't go. And every day you keep doing that. If that's what you want to do for cardio, you'll get better, you'll be able to do more, you'll keep building your lungs up, and you'll be able to do more and more and more. And then you'll just go as far as you want to take it. So that would be a great HIIT exercise for a steep hill sprints. With that, that's going to conclude this episode. Thank you for watching. I'm glad to be back, glad to be back in the game. Keep hustling, keep grinding, keep building this channel. Please subscribe if you already haven't. It'll help me out a ton. You'll be notified every time I release a new video if you subscribe. So on your way out, hit that subscribe button. Talk soon.
I can't find my way back to you till you make amends.